As a leader, there are 3 yeses that we should be keenly aware of when your employee calls a meeting to speak with you. Let's talk about it. I'm Adrian from Adrian's Avenue, and I talk about things that's rich, relatable, and relevant that will help you become the leader that others want to follow. Let's jump right in. Now, when your employee requests a meeting with you, all sorts of things may run through your head because you don't know what they're going to tell you. You don't know if they're going to come in with a letter of resignation or if they're going to ask you some questions about people on the team. You just don't know what they're going to say. So it's hard to prepare for these meetings, but there are some things that you do need to do and things that you do need to understand. We're going to go over those right now. There are 3 specific yeses that employees are looking for when they call a meeting with you. And one of the ones that they're looking for is, are you listening to me? That is a question in their mind. If they call a meeting with you, they want to be able to explain something to you. They want you to hear and listen to what they're saying. And so when you go into the meeting, we have to have a listening ear. We may not agree with what they're saying, but we need to listen with the ear of trying to understand where they're coming from. And then we can address the issue at that point in time. But they need to know that you're actually hearing what they are saying and understanding where they're coming from. Having a listening ear involves empathy and being attentive. Empathizing with them in the form of knowing where they're coming from or trying to understand where they're coming from. Being attentive is paying attention to what they're saying, where you can actually recite it back to them and trying to make sense. It's not waiting for the pause so that you can put your 2 cents in, but it's actually listening to your employees as they're talking to you. The second yes that they want to be assured of is, do you see me? No one wants to be invisible to their manager or other people on the team. They want to know that you are looking at them. Are you looking at them? Are you paying attention to them? Are you seeing the pain? Are you seeing the joy of what they're telling you? Are you seeing their emotions if they start to cry? Are you seeing any of this? Make sure you are seeing them as well as hearing them. It's so important. And that is a question that you as a leader should answer yes to. Yes, I am seeing you. Now, before I get to the final point that I'd like to discuss with you, I want you to say yes to me and hit that like button and that subscribe button so that you can remain up to date on all the information as it becomes available to you. Now, the last question that we must say yes to as leaders to our employees at these meetings is, do I matter? Some of them come into the office to speak with you so deflated until they're ready to give up. They're really ready to throw in the towel, and they just need to know and they need to hear it from you that yes, you still matter. Yes, you matter. Yes, you matter to me. The question is, in their mind, do I even matter? And so at this point in time, we need to make sure they understand that yes, they are important to the company. Yes, they are important to you. And yes, they are important to the team. You may have to reiterate some of the things that they do to make the company function properly, to make the team function properly, and try to address maybe some of the issues that they may not see themselves in a good spot. But they do matter, and they need to hear this from their leader. They need to hear this from you. It should be a yes, you do matter. Most employees want to hear from their leader that their time at the job is not wasted, but it is valued. And this is where this question of do I matter is coming from. So they need to be assured that their contribution that they're making on a daily basis is valued and it does matter. And it's up to you as their leader. No one can assure this of them like you can. Even if their peers tell them certain things, you as their leader need to reassure them that yes, they do matter. So this is very important, and we need to make sure we have a yes for this question. Well, that's it. Those are the 3 most important questions that will come up when an employee schedules a meeting with you. Make sure that this time that you spend with them is valuable time, and just know that they are the most important person in the room at that time. You're taking out your time, they're taking out their time to discuss something with you that they feel like it's extremely important to them. And so it needs to be important to you. And because you don't know what they're going to say, make sure your face is under control, because sometimes It could be shocking news and you don't know, but you need to remain calm and keep your facial expressions up under control. And it just helps the meeting flow a lot better if they know that whatever they say is not just shocking to you. But this is one way to prepare before you go into the meeting, even though you don't know what the meeting is going to end up being like. Just be prepared as a leader. And during this meeting also, you will make a deeper connection with your employee. This is a great time to have some bonding time with them and making that connection with them. And in the future, it'll go a long, long way when you show your leadership skills in this way.